The Discord for VEILBOUND and information about the game will be in the description along with all the clips I used for this video. Now, if you just look at the movement, in my personal opinion, it looks like a lot of fun, right? You're going wall from wall, up and down. You can weapon dash into more wall climbs. You can climb up really far, which could be really fun, especially if this game is heavy on exploration, which I've heard that it could be. But a big problem that comes with a mobility system like this is runners, right? If you look at the Twitter post that houses this video, you can see that Rip T, or like the owner of the game, said that stamina does deplete quicker in combat to help limit runners, but stamina will remain the same out of combat. So basically, if you see someone like running up at you, you can run like that, but getting low and then running seems like way less of an occurrence. Like, for example, Deepwoken. Some guy calls up his boyfriend, they 2v1 you for a little bit, one of them gets low, they run away, right? Especially if it's like a check, Starville, Jet Striker. In this game, the hope is, because like I can't, because this is all speculation, I can't really say what's going to happen, right? The hope is that in combat, when they try to run away, they run out of stamina, which then leaves them open for you just to run up on them, touch them a little bit, attack them, get them down, and then possibly, grip them if there are other teammates running away to go heal, right? And that's a free grip. Now, speaking on the inventory system, it doesn't look like anything too special, but it's just more of a, a basic inventory system. So really no opinions there, or bad opinions or good opinions about it, because it's just a basic system. It's not too bad. It's nice and flush. Now, watching the first clip of combat, which came out like January 21st, I believe, is when the Twitter post was. But I'd like to say it's like a boss rating clip, and this would be like a good insight into what boss rating could be. But one of the guys jumped off mid-fight, so I won't call it boss rating. We'll say this is just like fair ones. But if you watch how we just got done talking about mobility not too long ago, the purple bar, which I believe is his stamina bar, goes down quicker when he climbs than while in danger than when he's not in danger, right? And as he fights, if you watch the VFX and the blood particles, in my opinion, for the game only being in development for around a year, I think it looks really nice, right? If you look at Deepwoken's parry particles, it's just like, big yellow flash, little sparkles. You look at this game's parry particles, it's this big orange flash. It looks like it has more significance. And it also seems to drain posture when you get parried. But again, if you saw that right there, his stamina ran down a lot quicker since he was in danger when he tried climbing. So seeing it run down that much gives me a little bit of confidence that runners will be a less likely occurrence, just since it's a lot harder to run when you have no stamina, especially since climbing relies on stamina. Now this next clip is a bit of a more recent fighting clip. Not much changes, except we get to see a little bit more use of the dagger and just like a general sword, right? One thing I like is that the dagger doesn't look like it's impossible to go up against. Like, you go into Deepwoken, right? Light weapons, they're kind of busted, even after this little swing speed update, right? For some people, I get they're easy to parry, especially like Deepwoken. But then you look at Type Soul, Hakuda, or how you ever pronounce it, it's insanely overpowered. I'm not sure about recent patches, because I haven't really played the game too much, because in my opinion, the game's terrible. But in this game, from what I'm seeing at least, light weapon doesn't seem too insane. It doesn't seem like you're swinging at the speed of light. It doesn't seem like it does crazy damage. The sword seems like it does a good amount of damage though. And also, it looks like a good amount of fun to use, right? Now this final clip is the most recent clip of fighting we've seen, and I think it shows a little bit of the magic system, but I'm not too 100% sure. We also see that the characters have a lot more VFX around them, right? You have a blue VFX, you have the yellow VFXs. You have a lot of effects happening at once, and I wonder how that's going to counter in to like when you're actually fighting, right? Because if there's too many particles and you just can't see, that could be a problem. But from what I'm seeing, right, because like I said, you can't play the game yet. I'm not cool enough to get tester. I joined the Discord like 2 days ago. I found out about this game like 2 days ago. But it looks like a lot of fun with all the auras, because it's like anime-esque, but I kind of like that, because we really haven't had a game before that's like anime-esque while still retaining a lot of detail in the combat system. Not Bleach, but Type Soul is anime-esque, but its combat system kind of sucks. I'm gonna be for real. Like, people try to say it has react parrying, but like the way I learned to play it was just seeing all the moves, getting hit by all the moves, and then after I understand how the moves work, is just parrying, right? Now, that's kind of normal, but if you're like a brand new player and you're getting jumped by someone who's like level 10 and they have a few moves, it's impossible, it's like near impossible to parry at least. Because it's just so quick, and the parry windows and frame is just so short, it makes it near impossible to parry. Now, if they go the Deepwoken route, where they just add more parry frames, that would be really nice too. But to end it off real quick, having a real contender to Deep that could cement themselves, that has good gameplay, a intriguing combat system, a good magic system, or at least half-decent magic system, and really good mobility, because I know the Twitter post from the mobility clip, or maybe before or after that, Ripsy said something like he hasn't seen a combat game have as much detail as they have. Dear Lord. He has never seen a combat game have as much detail in their mobility system as they did for their combat system. Good example, Deepwoken, right? The main way of running is just Jet Striker to get extra climbing freaking distance. You use lightning clones, and then Heavenly Wind, Rising, what's it called? Radiant Dawn. You jump up real high. That's also good for mobility, but that's all it goes for in terms of mobility. They nerfed mobility in like several updates ago or something. Because like if you use Gale Lunge now and you're in combat and it's like you already used a mobility move recently, it doesn't go anywhere. You go like a couple inches and then you stop, which is really sad. But real quick, anyway. To end it off, my hope is that this game becomes a Deepwoken contender after it comes out, even if it needs a little bit of work. Because having a contender that can cement itself would be really nice and something refreshing, especially if it comes out within the next year or so. Because like this is a passion project, I don't expect it to come out anytime soon. But when it does come out, from what I'm seeing at least, it looks like it could do pretty well against Deepwoken, right? That's the hope anyway. Bye-bye.